Hello people, so this time I've been asked to take a look at this hairdryer from a salon. It's their backup hairdryer. They've got quite a few other makes. Well, this is the backup. They just want me to give it a quick service really. It does work. So it is fully working. You just want me to give it a service, so I'm just going to go through now and just go through how and what I service on the what I service on the hair dryers. So yeah, it's something a little bit different than what I normally do, but yeah, I just thought I'd show everyone. So first things first, to get in there, just need to remove this cap and this cap as well. So I'm going to get the smallest screwdriver bit I've got in there. Where's that new one I've got now? I've got a new set here. I bought it purely for this, for the actual handle, and it is quite a good one actually. But because I know where all my bits are, well, I used to. Right, let's get the smallest flat bit that I've got in there. Can't get the thing out. So as you can see, that's the thinnest one I can get. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to poke right in there, right in the corner. And then it pops out. It doesn't know, that's the very first time ever that I've had one actually ping out like that. This one, I can just do this one with a normal everyday flat-headed screwdriver. So they're quite good at them. All I need now is, I hate these bits. Does that go in actually? No. When I put new screws in this, one, because, so sorry, just bear with me, it's not a 10 I don't think, is it? Might be an 8 I think. But these have got like security bits in, so these have got like the holes in them. Yeah, I don't put these screws back in because they are an absolute pain. That's too big. That's too small actually. That's a C9 I think. Absolute, oh god, these are a pain in the arse, these. Nope. Try T10 again. Nah, they're a pain. Nope. Right. Let me try and get a flat blade in there. Oh. Yeah, it's going to be an absolute pain in the arse to get this down. Let's see if I can remove that pip. Normally the pips will come out. We'll try. There it is. So you need a 2.5 flat headed bit for this, and that'll get it out. They're an absolute pain. Sometimes they've been that bad I've had to drill them out. There's no, I can't get a bit to fit in there. I've even tried, like, I've got a Teng set. I've even tried them, can't get them in. So I haven't got a clue what GHD use. Yeah, when I put these back, I use a Phillips head screw on it. Go for that. Right. So that bottom one's out, the top one's out. So to take this off, I get hold of the bottom, just put a bit of pressure on there and it'll just pop out. That's nice and clean in there, actually, that's lovely in there. I am unplugged, by the way. Right, for this I've got like a stand. I need to make that a little bit bigger. Right, excuse me a moment, I'll be back. Right, sorry about that. Right, so I am unplugged. I didn't glue that on there really. Right, this stand, well, for some reason my bloody memory card ran out. Well, the reason is it was full, but anyway. Right, so what I do here, I just check and I give the switches a good clean. So just get in there with my flat screwdriver. I mean, it's not too bad, ain't that, to be honest. So I'll give it a clean out there. And only a little bit of crud come off that. That's. I will give it. When I find it, we'll give it a clean. It's underneath here. Clean. I mean, that's absolutely fine, to be fair, that. Let's see if I can get in there a little bit and show you. Yeah. Anyway, I can't really show you. That's as far as I can get in there at the minute. But as you can see, it's pretty clean, to be honest, in there. That's not too bad. So I'm happy at that. I'm going to put a tiny bit, where's that one? There it is. Tiny bit of this dielectric grease on. Well, I need a tiny bit of this, to be honest. what we got? Let's put it on there. That does help actually. It's stopping going black like it has. It just stops that pitting. Another thing to check, that didn't even go on there, did it? Anyway, there's grease in this side and this side. Another thing to check while I'm here, just make sure that this isn't burnt. Sometimes, sweetness, sometimes you get a flat spot here or here. You'll get like it'll just burn a little divot in it. If that's the case, you'll struggle getting one or the other speed. As well, I need to put your switches back. 0, that's your off position. Yeah. Your dots there, that's your cold position on there. There we go. Well, I think with it being her, yeah, that's absolutely fine. As you can see down in there, it's nice and clean. There's no pitting on it, there's no black on it. Nothing on there, that's absolutely fine. Just put a smidge in on, that's fine. And we'll look at this one. So that's absolutely fine in there as well. Again, little smidgen of grease. Perfect. So the switches are okay there. Where's my lid for that, Mick? There he is. Right. So your switches are absolutely fine. Let me just zoom out again. Nope, don't zoom in, Mick. Right. So put them back. Make sure they work and whatever there. They're fine. Another thing I check, just put that over there for now. Another thing I check, just make sure there's no hair wrapped around this part here. It looks absolutely fine. I'm going to take the fan off anyway. When you're doing that, just make a note of how much, I mean that's smooth, but I know how much is. Just make a note, a mental note how much shaft is coming out the top of there. As you can see, there's a bit of hair wrapped around the shaft. Just pull that off, because that can get down here into this bearing. Yeah, so that's absolutely fine. It's a while since I've done one of these actually. So take your outer screws off. That just take, excuse me, that just takes your armature away. All I'm going to do now is check the get that out of the way. Oh shit! What I want to do now is just check on the brushes and the mortar, make sure they're okay. These are quite easy to check. They're absolutely fine. There we go. These can be a bit of a pain to get back on, but you just get there we go. Really, just get one side in and then clip the other side in. Gotta be careful with these springs, because as you can see, that's just caught on there. That's perfect now, that's lying flat. So that one's done. You're always going to get bits of air around. I just move what I can out that way. So with these, I'm just going to show you a close up again of these. Take these brushes out. So underneath here, see that brass clip there? Just get your screwdriver underneath. It will come up. There you go, that's it there. Got your spring. That's absolutely fine. They're fine then. They're not much longer when they're brand new, to be fair. So, and they're a good colour. Let's put these back. Push your spring in. Push one side in. Start off with this side actually. There we go. Make sure the spring isn't trapped underneath. Perfect there. Right. I just check the armature as well. That seems fine. Let's turn it. Perfect. So there. Make sure there's no burnt bits here. So in here, there's your thermal fuse running along. There's your biometric strip. So these are safety devices. If it gets too hot, that cuts the power to your element itself, and then just allows it to cool down. If it does get too hot, your fuse will blow. While I'm looking here, I'm just looking for any bits of burnt plastic on, or any big build up of air. Everything seems fine with that. When you put this back in, it just fits in a little. There we go. Just make sure it's sat nicely down into there. That's absolutely fine in there actually. Right. So before you put this back, make sure that's your cold shot button. Make sure that's in and it's working. Make sure all your wires are down in here as well. There we go. Screws in. I always keep my thumb on the cold shot button while I'm doing all this. Oh, nice and tight again. Perfect there. Just going to give that fan a bit of a wipe down. Right, that is basically it. I'm just giving it all a once over, make sure there's no damage, make sure everything's right with your switches, make sure your motor's right, your brushes are okay. And just give it a nice once over, give it a clean, get all the dust off, because you don't want dust on it, because that just makes your motor work harder. Same if there's any hair wrapped around that shaft, it's just making things work harder when they don't have to. Right, let's put it back. I put it back in here first. Yeah, put the bottom in first, then make sure your buttons are lining up. if your buttons are lining up, give it a bit of a snap together, job done. Right, where's my screws? These on, I think these might be on. These are the screws that I use. So yeah, the right length. Yeah, that'll do. These will do. So 2 of these. It's just a lot easier. Excuse me. It's just a lot easier to get out. There we go. Now, when you're putting screws into some plastic like this, I put it in, then I go backwards. You probably know this. Go backwards until you hear that click, and it just seats itself. When you hear that click, just put it in as normal. There you go. Perfect. Right, let's test it. Make sure it's fine, which it will be. We're off, we're off. Right. Brilliant with that. Right, let's get... Give it a wipe down. You'd be surprised how much crud is on these actually. Just constantly being... get some IPA on that, that'll bring that off. Yeah, constantly getting hair product on it. It's... so there's hair products on it, it's getting hair on it as well. It's... yeah, you'll be surprised what you get on here. I mean, to be fair, it's been very well looked after. But she's an hairdresser, so it's a business. Like I said, this isn't the main one that she uses. She does use others. But this is a good little backup for her, really. There we go. Just make it look presentable. But that's the thing, I think, with... I mean, especially with her business, she can't afford to be without one. And I do have a service contract with her. And I have been for the last 5 years, something like. So yeah, so that's all. I mean, it's absolutely perfect in there. I have already checked this. So yeah, so that's it now, ready to go back. So that's how I service a GHD Air 1.0 hairdryer. There's nothing to them really. I do have spare. Spares for them. I'm just trying to find. Anyway, yeah, so I do have spares for them. Brushes, especially, I've got plenty of brushes. What else? I have got a couple of fans, but I do buy these that are broken, and sometimes the motor's gone in them or whatever, but I can keep everything else for spares. So anyway, here's me babbling on. Thank you for watching, and until next time, see you all later.